Good morning, everybody. I'm going to show you just some tips to pre-plan your macros. This is my day today. I had a smoothie this morning, so that's what is already in there. And really quick too, the reason we pre-plan our macros is so we don't have to figure it out all day, all throughout the day, because we're so busy. Pre-planning your macros allows you to input what you're going to eat for the day to the best of your knowledge, right? And then you can just easily follow. You can pack what you need to pack for work or wherever you're going, and you can just easily follow. If you get to dinner and you're like, I don't really like what I checked, good morning, please say hello as you're coming on. But if you get to dinner or snack or wherever and you're like, man, I don't really want that, I kind of want something else, just delete it and add your other thing, right? But at least you have given yourself space to do that. Okay, so this is literally what I'm gonna eat for today. Okay, so I don't have any rotisserie chicken, which is rare for me because I'm trying to eat. I have a lot of trifecta meals right now, and so that's what I'm gonna eat. I am just going to pick. Oh, actually, I think it is this one. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna pick this one. They're pretty high calorie, so sometimes I actually eat half or I share it with my kiddo. Okay, but I do really honestly need to run through them. So I'm going to actually add two. I don't know. I don't think I have this one left. I think this is the one I had last night. But instead of running downstairs really quick, I'm just going to add it because regardless, it will give me space for any trifecta meal I have because they're about the same. Okay, cool. So the main tips in the very beginning is add your three main meals. Okay, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I personally like to add protein first. I'll pretty much exhaust my protein down to like 30 grams. Then I'll fill in my carb and fat. So it's much easier. But for this case, because I'm adding the trifecta meals, it adds vegetables, carb, fat, and protein all as one. Okay. So it will still be a great point to get across, of course, as we exhaust these macros. But in reality, I would say first track your protein, then track your vegetables, then add the rest. Okay. 500 grams of vegetables daily is a recommended goal. 300 grams of fruit daily is recommended. Okay, great. So now I have 29 grams of protein left, 17 fat, and 71 carbs. Sweet. Okay, I have a lot of carbs left. So my first thought is, what time am I going to lift? I think I'm going to lift at like 12 or something like that. So I want to eat a solid amount of carbs post lift because that's the energy source I just used, right? In training and weightlifting. So I'll probably eat lunch before my lift, most likely, to get a lot of fuel. So that means I'm gonna add in to my snack for post lift. Okay, I was about to type in post lift. I know I have a ton of bananas, and so I'm definitely gonna eat a banana. I don't weigh my bananas normally. I just usually track 120. It's like a medium-ish banana. Depends how strict you want to be, but usually it's fine. Okay, so that's almost 30 grams of carb. That's quite significant, honestly. That's a big portion. I still have 44 left. I'll probably still have something else post lift. That's a carbohydrate. So let me think. Ooh, I know for a fact I want to eat Quest chips today because they're delicious. Okay, now I have 9 grams of protein. I'm almost in compliance because I want to be within 2 to 5 grams over or under. So I still have lots of carbs. So let me think what other fruit I have. Oh, ooh, I would actually love to do this snack. I have frozen cherries from Costco, and I just turn the water really hot and then just like put the water on it, dump it out, and then they're ready to go. Super good. And I put honey on top. And it's like, to me, it feels like a natural dessert, right? But it makes me feel really healthy because it's cherries and honey, but it's delicious. Okay, so I still have some. Great. So I definitely enjoy eating nuts. Ooh, and I enjoy eating chocolate. And when I have a little bit of carb and fat like this left, I like to put in some chocolate. And I have these chocolate mint cookies right now. Okay, I am probably gonna guess. I'm just gonna say this one. I don't know the macros of the cookie I have because, gosh, it seems like a lot. But I know Subway cookies are high calorie, and so I would rather overtrack than undertrack just in case, because if you consistently undertrack, that's a lot that can add up. So that puts me -15 in carb. Okay, so I would like at least 300 grams of fruit. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my cherry. Let's get on to 150. And then maybe I just won't have my honey today so I can have my cookie. There you go. Now, if I didn't have these trifecta meals, I would get my protein less than 6 because I like to be disciplined and consistent. But for the sake of today, this is fine. So now I have two like pre-made trifecta meals, which are bomb. And then for snacks slash post-workout, I'll probably do the banana and the cookie. I'll do the cherries maybe at night, and then the protein chips like in there somewhere. So you can see how easy that is. Now I'm like, I can keep my control for the day no matter what happens because I already know what I'm eating. So I don't have to feel stressed out in this area. It's already taken care of, right? And then you're like, ooh, I can wait for my cookie. I'll drink this water even though I'm a little hungry, because you have great things coming because you put that in for yourself. Cool. Any questions, ladies? Let me know if you have any questions. Even after I pop off, if you're on the replay, just drop your questions. Macros are awesome. It just gives you so much control over your health, everything. Your fat loss, of course, but your health and your muscle gain too. It's really awesome. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna hop off, but I will. Oh, what's up, Lindsay? Good morning. So this is my Fitness Pal. Now, let me actually share a few things here. I 100% recommend the pro version because the other version is just a flippin' hassle, honestly. If you want to do macros, do my Fitness Pal Pro. One of my clients got it on the desktop for 40 bucks a year, but the app, I think it's like 80 bucks a year. And then she just signed in on the app. So that's pretty cool. So you can check it out. I personally just buy it through the app every year. Okay, cool. And so here's a few things that I would recommend that you set it up as. So here's just the home screen. If you click, well, first of all, if you click the crown, this is how you can get the pro version. And you can do a 30-day free trial too to see if you like it. Okay, so then hit the top the three dots on the top right, and then make sure you have checked macronutrient focused. Otherwise, if you do calorie focused, look at the top. All I see is 1843. I'm like, that gives me no information. That'd be so annoying because then I would have to hit nutrition and look at this screen like every time I added food. And I do not like wasting time. Okay, so that tells me all my macros. Now, just as a quick reminder, alcohol is also a macronutrient, but my Fitness Pal doesn't track it. So if you're tracking wine or alcohol or whatever, your goal then is to get compliant in your protein and do not go over on calories. You will have macros left if you have alcohol. If you're not tracking alcohol, you can completely ignore calories and just focus on protein, carb, and fat and fiber, personally. Okay, so that's one setting, and then the other setting, go to more, and then go to settings, and then go to diary settings. Make sure, at least I recommend it, your screen looks exactly like mine. The water, whatever, if you want. But tracking at carbs needs to be off, or you will be eating way more carbs than you realize. Like sometimes 30 to 60 grams more, which is significant. So make sure that's off. Show carb, the very top option, show carb, protein, and fat by meal. Yes, and let me show you something. If you go back to your diary and let's click, let me find, my meals are pretty, okay, let's try this one. So if you click it to percentages, so I'm looking at where it says snacks. If it says percentages, in my brain, I think, oh, I have 17% protein. That's really low. Well, uh, compared to what, right? If you're trying to hit your daily value, it just doesn't make sense. It will make it a very frustrating and very confusing process. And it's so hard to get these percentages right because everything adjusts the percentage because they're all relative to each other. So ditch that and just do the grams, okay? Now, a few other pointers here. What I recommend for your protein, let's say you have 150 grams of protein for the day and you want to eat 5 times. divide your protein by 5 and aim for that each meal. Okay, so like 30 grams. I love having ladies go 20, well, gosh, it depends on the calories. If you're older, maybe 25 grams to 30 grams of protein. If you're younger and have more calories, like 30 to 40, honestly, depending on your calories. I have Sunday, 5 days, I have 1850 calories, and I do like 30 to 35. So personally. Okay, cool. Then, so that's a good thing. Have a protein goal because a lot of times I see ladies have like 75 grams of carb for breakfast and then like 15 grams of carb for lunch. It's like, whoa, let's balance that out a little bit because we want to fuel our body with what it needs. Unless it is pre or post lift, you don't really need to be eating that much carb in one sitting. And most ladies, just seeing the countless numbers of macro sets that I do, right, daily, pretty much maybe 10% of ladies can handle and uh, have it be useful to them to have like 75 or so grams of carbs. So just be careful. That's the main thing is just be careful, balance it out. You can do the same thing with your carb and fat. How much fat do you have for the day? How many times do you want to eat? Divide it by 5 and have it as a goal, a loose goal. That's the thing about macros. Like it doesn't have to be this strict diet and it shouldn't. The point of macros is you have so much freedom to choose options, but that also means you need to take the responsibility to choose healthy options that serve you, your mind, your brain, your body, your digestive health, your reproductive health, and all that. And that's why I like to set fiber, fruit, and veggie goals because in my opinion, as long as you're hitting the protein that is prescribed to you, if it's a good protein prescribed to you. So as long as you're hitting your protein, as long as you're hitting a fruit, veggie, and fiber goal set to you for your greatest health, then you have that space to play without question of, am I okay to play? Am I okay to have this brownie or whatever it is? And everything is still okay. It takes the questioning out because now you're like, oh my gosh, I've hit my health goals. I've hit everything I need, and I still have these macros left. I can have a piece of bread and pasta if I want. I can go have brownie and a glass of wine. Like it's life. We want to enjoy our life while being healthy. There's a beautiful balance, and it's not hard to achieve. It's just practice. It's practice being on the right plan. That's all. Cool. Any other questions, everybody? That was a long-winded answer, Lindsay, but there's so many great points to cover. Oh yeah, and like, if you're bored at some point and you're like, I'll just pre-plan for tomorrow. So then you don't have to do it in the morning. Cool. Good. I'm glad that you guys are finding this helpful. Any questions that come up, just drop them below at any point and I'll answer them for you or send me a DM. Cool. Okay. Have a great day, ladies. Talk to you later. Thanks for being